Hi everybody, Heidi-The, your Yorkshire crafter. How are you doing? I hope you're well. I'm very well, thank you. Thank you for asking. This is the card we're using today, which is my normal go-to hot press smooth card. It's normally £21, £22 and it's still at 15 at the moment. So that's on my Amazon. So I'll get you a link for that and I'll put it in group in the description below. We are doing, this weekend we've got a giveaway from Tracy Evans. Here we are. I still haven't opened it yet. So that will be on the live at 6 PM on Sunday, UK time. And we'll do a few videos, like this one's going to be one of them, build up to it. If you want to join our giveaways, you have to join our Facebook group, which is Heidi-The Yorkshire Crafter. 4 questions must be answered, otherwise we have a robot that automatically declines you. And it's, what's your favourite colour? Do you agree to the rules? Which every group has. How did you hear about us? And then you have to be active in group to join the giveaway, which just means a nice comment on somebody else's. You don't have to show your work if you don't want to. I get that. That was me once upon a time. So yeah, I totally get that. And it's a lovely inspirational group. And it's private, which I think is lovely. So, now that's been said, let's crack on. We are going to do Tracy Evans using some. I actually thought I was mixing an old with a new, but I think I'm using all a new because it's already out. It's the Tracy Evans last release. So I don't think it's been out long, but anyway. So we're going to use sea pods and we're going to do 4 watercolour with that, which I'm going to do first. Then we're going to use Snippet Stencil Cat SS13. The inner is included, or cut out included, I call it an inner. So we're going to be using that. And we're going to be using the little cat and meow. And I'm not sure if we're going to use perfect. We'll see when it gets to it. Right, let's just crack on. So we're going to use just this stamp out of it. It's got 3 stamps in it. Excuse my dirty, I need to get all this sticky off, but I've been so busy. Things are taking off like crazy and it's just, where do you find your time? So we're gonna, the pink has dyed this, but if you want to stamp it in black, that will never come off. It's not going to affect the way you use your stamp. So we're going to use turquoise green, light green, and pink. And what we're going to do is colour where we want it. That's all we're going to do. No special ways of doing it. 4 watercolour. It's a fantastic technique. I've used it quite a lot on my videos, so a lot of mine are stained like this. But I'm not bothered. It doesn't affect it, like I say. That is my very elderly dog for you guys that are new to watching us. She's a 12-year-old King Charles Cavalier called Lexi dog. And she's very poorly. She's in advanced heart failure. And she snores like a train. I have literally just picked her head up because we're on a laminate floor. This is the only room with a laminate floor because I don't like them normally. But I don't want a carpet in the craft room either. I've just picked her head up. She's deaf as well, so she can't even hear herself. I've just chucked about 15 or 20 of these under her head. Just trying to stop her vibrating on the floor while we do this. She looked at me stupid. Poor lass. She's even struggling round park now. Breaks your heart, doesn't it? I never understood when I was growing up why my dad was such an animal lover. he would prefer animals over people, without a doubt. And then I ended up there. Right, so I'm actually going to spray a little bit of water, which will give you an instant wick. But I'm going to spray this 3 times, about that distance apart, but I'm going to do it behind me so that it's not all over everything. So I've got a tiny little bit on there, which is going to give you wicking straight away. I don't want massive wicking because I want to, we are going to spray it after. I want you to still see the shape of the stamp. So we'll just give it a second. Perfect. Hallelujah. Now I'm going to, I've got Toby downstairs and all, guys. He says, can I come and do a video with you? I felt rotten and all. I says, not with this one, because this one's already planned. And this was for, obviously for promoting Tracy. I'll sort that out after because I'm going to file them. So I felt a bit rotten. So he just sat down watching his tab, same as. I'm just going to spray a little bit of water so we can get a bit of wicking. A bit more. I want a bit down here. I like that. Right, I think I'm going to dry it off there. So we've kept the shape that I wanted. I want to take that little bit of colour there before it starts to go muddy. Right, I'm going to try and dry that off there before it gets any more out of there. There, I've just picked up the bigger puddles because that one there will go muddy if you're not careful. But that'll just dry as is now. I'm quite happy with that. This card is 5 by 5, which is what we're keeping it at, so can't afford any mistakes, we're not putting it down. Perfect. That was warm. I'm very good at that. Right, I'm going to move that because it got a bit wet. That's perfect. So we're going to take the snippet stencil and we're just going to actually use the inner, where normally a lot of us would just use that, won't we? And I'm just going to, where the bottom of the stem is, that's how I'm just working out my line. And I'm going to hold the cat there. That's it, simple as. I'm going to use some Distress Ink Peacock Feathers. I'm using a blending brush. And all I'm going to do is push off the stencil. So this colour is actually working with the colour we already used here. It works quite nice when it's done like this. So you can have as much or as little as you want. I want it to be quite obvious what we've got. So I'll just keep pushing it for a bit. You can always put it back in place. Sorry about using it. I mean, you can use your stencil, sticky stuff and what have you, but this was just as easy. If it had been more delicate or more to it, I would have stuck it down, but it's small enough and easy enough to use, isn't it? In fact, let's turn it and put it back on. So you see what you're getting? I want it to be quite obvious. Gosh, she's getting louder. I'll just, 1 second, and I'm going to wake her up because that's it. Oh yeah. Hello. Hello. I've woke her up and she's put her head back down. She's going to start again. There you go. Let me make sure that that is absolutely spot on, because I want to put a bit more up here. That's better. So you don't know how dark you're making it, do you, till you take it off. Now, the tail is quite flimsy, so what I did, or what I'm going to do, I'm going to more or less just dab it round the tail. You see what I mean? Sorry that my hands didn't wear, but it's just easier to... You get the idea. Oh, perfect. Wow, that's amazing. That's better than what I thought it was going to be. Oh, just looked in my coffee cup and it's empty. Right, I'm just going to wipe my hands before I carry on, because I've got so much blue on them. Oh, I've just found my card base that we're using. Huh. It must have been there all along. Right. Might as well do that now and then it's clean. Finish with that. Right. Now I'm going to bring in my stamping platform. Purely because stamping on top of the ink is never always the best. I did some splattering yesterday, look at that. I need to get it off, don't I? You don't have to have this to line it up and out. I just do it because it's there. Otherwise I just put it anywhere. As long as it sticks and you can go back at the same place, then you're right, aren't you? So we're using, what did I say we were using? We're using this one. And I'm just going to sit him. It's a boy, by the way. Don't know why. Level with the feet of the other cat. I think that looks okay. So pick up the stamp. I'm using Nocturne Versafine. Just this little pop of black. Normally you go for a pop of colour, don't you? But just this little pop of black is all it needs, I think. One more. I could have put the meow in at the same time, actually. Ah, that's perfect. Give it a clean. I'm going to take the meow and I'm going to put it. Great for cat lovers, this stamp set. Stop sticking to my finger. I think that's... Oh my. Let me just get my hands from being sticky. Oh, come on. We'll go in there. I've put a mucky mark down here now. Not to worry. It's right. It's handmade, as my other half would say. It gets cross with me if I say, oh no, look what I've done. Like, it's handmade. If you're buying it from a shop, like printed and what have you, it gets that there shouldn't be mistakes on there, but with these, it's quite good at calming me down from stuff like that. I mean, I don't care who you are. Not all of us like to have bad marks on it and stuff, because we are our own worst critics. And I get told that over and over again. I was talking to somebody the other day and I said, it's really odd that, because I showed them a picture of my card and they thought it was lovely. It was a different card. And I was like, no. And I showed Andy it as well. And they both liked it and I didn't. And it's just so strange what we see through our own eyes, our own, makes. Sorry, I was fumbling then. Yeah, our own makes. It's really, really weird what we see. How fantastic is that? I just think that colour is just... I mean, I'd be happy with that cat and the meow just in corner there and no else. I think that'd be lovely. But I love simple cards. And yet I'm also doing mixed media now, which is wow. So this is super smooth, which I like for a base. Now again, this is one of those cards, it takes loads of water and it's brilliant. But when I'm working with things that are watercolour, I'm very strange, as in, I like the texture. It's like when you look at this book by Tracy, these. This is what she uses for 3 inches. It's so small, but the difference in I mean, look how thick this one is. It's so different from using a smooth piece of card that will do exactly the same job. So for me, I just prefer watercolour. We're all different, aren't we? We're all so different. Right, we're more or less finished. Oh, I didn't get me gun ready. Let's use my tape instead. We'll use a bit of tape. So I'm going to spend the rest of the day working on things for Tracy. That should be just right. This is Passionate Pink. It's a belting pink. I'm just gonna, because I just noticed. I normally use my nail buff. In fact, I'll show you, because if you're not comfortable with scissors, I normally use these, and they're for your nails. I just buy 10 at a time, I think it is, off Amazon. And if you just go over the top, stick my tape down, it goes, that's it. All your wispy bits, all your loose hairs are gone. That's it. Sometimes I just pick scissors up, sometimes I use that, it depends. And then we'll put it onto card base. So I'm not putting any bling on or anything. I don't think it needs it. I think the colour just does the popping on its own. How easy and quick is that? 20 minutes? What's going on? That's my 5-minute video is getting shorter and shorter. There you go. How lovely is that? It doesn't need anything else. I just love it. This is what I meant. This was my original. Keeping that little shape. Oh, I did use different colours. That's a green, that's a blue. That's why all them are out there. But yeah, seeing them still solid looking, do you know what I mean? How fantastic. I love them. Right, I'm off to film. Well, no, I'm off to play and then I can film another one. Loads of time now, aren't we? Right, thanks for coming, guys, and I will catch you real soon, and I'll see you in our Facebook group, Heidi-The Crafter. See you there. Bye.